So, why can't we gamers decide on what the fuck to play? I mean, just like a prime example, like just look at the splendor that is my desktop. Yeah, Steam Library, not much better. And don't even get me started on my fucking console titles. Like I literally between all of them, this is including digital console titles, I have almost 200 games to choose from. Excluding the myriad of, and that's excluding the myriad of fucking emulators I like to, dick around on from time to time. Hell, I couldn't even decide on what to play to even get footage for this video. Even this, and this is actually some white noise footage from a game, from my white noise game, One Way Heroics on Steam. It was on sale for like a dollar and some change, and I just bought it because I don't know. I don't know. It was cheap, just off of impulse, and that's just been underlying playing in the background here, and I don't know, how or why, but it's what I'm playing. What I'm trying to figure out. What do I really want to play? It's not that this is in any way a bad game. It's a decent little I don't know, I don't know, sort of like an old school or kind of an old school JRPG sort of thing going with some sort of real time combat with it, and a lot of micromanaging with your stats and all that. And you also can, talk to NPCs, and you can play with people and stuff. But I mean, I don't view it a masterpiece, but it's definitely not a bad game. But it's not necessarily what I really want to play. And this is a very common issue amongst gamers. The issue of fucking backlogs. Like we have like bunches of games that we just don't play, and we're wondering, and we'll get to them eventually. And we don't know when we'll get to them, but we'll get to them. At least that's what we tell ourselves. But guys, more and more every day, it feels like I don't think any of us will ever actually get to these other games, because it would seem that more and more games like this, like One Way Heroics, like Hotline Miami, like so many little games here and there, we'll never get to our Majora's Mask and our Ocarina of Time and so on and so forth as games, because a myriad of things. Times have changed. We have kids. We've grown up. We've got jobs. We've got school. All this stuff, and all you have time to do is, sit down, hop into One Way Heroics in my case, and just faff about for a bit, and maybe smack a couple of stuff about, and maybe explore a bit, and that's it. And that's all you really got time for. Maybe like an hour of that or something, or maybe just 30 minutes of a time at in one of your games that you play with your buddies or something like that. You don't really have all this time to really go and delve into these, some of these more, I'll say, like masterpieces of a game, such as my copy of Brave Fencer Musashi. I Dude, I paid altogether like $33 for that game, and this is the edition with the Final Fantasy VIII demo in it, mint. There's nothing wrong with the case, except a slight crack, but I did that. It didn't come that way. I still to this day believe it's worth every penny, but I've still yet to actually sit down and play the fucking thing. And it's a good game. It's regarded as one of the best action RPGs like of the 90s, if not fucking ever. Like this was, the PlayStation's response to Ocarina of Time, and I've yet to really sit down and delve into it, and that's really fucking shitty. But I don't know why. I can't pull myself away from these little games. long enough to actually delve into something like the Brave French Musashi, um, really sit down and go through all of Gears of War 3. Some of these games are games I've already played, yeah, but I played all the way through, but I want to play them again. But I just never get the chance, and I don't know. It's really funny because I just turned up a Google search and I found the Steam Roulette and Steam random Steam game. It's really weird that but somewhat comforting to know that I'm not alone in this one. That we all have these little white noise games that we just kind of occupy our time, whatever little time we have to devote to this hobby. We occupy our times with that. But I'm not entirely sure if that's a good thing for us as gamers and the industry as a whole. See, it's my personal belief that if we keep letting like little games, not to say that they're bad. No, no, they're not bad. I loved Halftime Heroes, but I also love Kingdom Hearts 2. And it takes a little bit more focus and stuff to sit down and play, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 than it does Halftime Hero. Type in some stuff, name a dude, name a place, you know, it's over, done. Now, God, I just sense things have maybe have changed a little too much, you know? Not when we're not little kids anymore. But I think as a whole, this might be bad for the industry because we keep showing that we are okay with these little things, right? And they keep just give us little tidbits of a game, right? And we end up with stuff like microtransactions in our AAA titles and so on and so forth. Like, oh, don't have time to, you know, beat the game or whatever. Here, we'll lock some bullshit away on the disc behind a fucking paywall, and because you're too busy to do this stuff. Just give us $5 and we'll give you access to the bullshit on the disc. Now that right there is bullshit, and our attitudes towards more and more become more lax. Like that sort of thing is. It was in Battlefield. It was in Battlefield 4. I I'm pretty sure that it's probably gonna be in Hardline if it's not already, as per recording of this video, and that really fucking sucks. Like, what happens is just playing stuff and unlocking things like more maps and costumes, skins, and so on and so forth. Now, there are games that have that, and such as this one, Kingdom Hearts 2. This is the HD version I recorded from the PS3, and you unlock stuff, and it's great. It's fun, solid, total improvement on the first game. Okay, it's not a review of this, but anyway, it's great. It's good fucking stuff. And it just kind of saddens me that we might end up letting things like, you know, One-Away Heroics and mobile games and so on and so forth kind of set the industry tone that, people don't really have time. They sit down and do all these little things. So, we can squeeze, we can nickel and dime them like that one, You can't sit in front of the screen all day. Give us $5 so you can, do this thing and get on with your life. Because you're a hip happening dude. Can't be here all day. And, it's come to the point where a lot of us are. Times are hard. Can't afford to be late for work because you're trying to fucking, I don't know, prestige or some shit in COD or do whatever you do in Battlefield. Not an avid Battlefield player. Sorry. So I guess the model makes sense and the market's there, but I feel like it's becoming too big of a precedent. There's like not a game that I've seen that's gone for release that doesn't have fucking microtransactions or some form of DLC nowadays. Like, it's fucking horrible. So without making a somewhat a long video even longer, we need to find a way to make really good meaty games more accessible to, the everyman. Not everyone has the time and, necessarily the setup to just nerd out and sit here and, play, these games. It's not really fair. I mean, some people, that's just not how the cookie crumbled for them at the end of the day. And it's not fair that they wouldn't be able to, enjoy a game. There's no reason. No reason why not. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that everything should be streamlined, but I feel like games should, you know, go back to having some sort of content, not be these little, basically, these little fucking, you know, freemium bullshits that you get the base game for free, but for everything else just about everything else you basically pay for. You know, I feel like that's really annoying and lame, and eventually I think it's gonna lead to people getting sick and not wanting to game at all, and ultimately leading to another crash in the gaming industry, which I really hope does not happen. So, watch out for that. And if you watched it all the way to this point, thanks. If you would be so kind as to like this video and possibly subscribe for more like it, that would be great.